Investigators are working to understand what caused a plane flying over Wimberley to crash, killing 5 people, including the pilot. Now, these photos were taken from the crash site by our partners at the Austin American-Statesman.
According to the National Transportation Safety Board, a 2-engine plane crashed just after 11 o'clock last night in a wooded area off 2325. That's just west of Wimberley. Flight data shows the plane was going from Amarillo to New Braunfels. KVUE's Jessica Cha has been on the scene all day, talking with neighbors about what happened.
This is as close as we've been able to get all day long. I'm going to step out of the way, but you can see that there's yellow tape that's been put up, and there are still investigators from the FAA out here, and DPS has been securing the scene. Now, the plane crashed just out of sight over there by the woods, in the woodline area, in an area surrounded by several homes. But before the plane crashed, neighbors say they woke up to what sounded like an explosion and saw the woods burst into flames. Stacy Rohr, who lives right next to where the plane crashed, says she was in bed when the impact shook her whole home. According to the NTSB, the Cessna 421 plane caught on fire after impact, destroying much of the wreckage. And all 5 people on board the aircraft, including the pilot, were killed. While investigators are looking into what happened at the crash site, Ivers Willem, who lives a mile down the road, says he ended up with pieces of the plane in his front yard. He says he heard the plane flying by last night and says it was making strange revving noises as it flew. Now, after he found a piece of the aircraft on his property this morning, he says FAA investigators showed up and found more debris in the woods around his house.
It was making strange, very low RPMs and revving, but it flew on by.
Now, according to the NTSB investigators, they're going to be looking into everything from the plane's maintenance, their records, to weather reports, to the pilot's background as they continue to investigate. And they expect to release a preliminary report within 30 days. In Hays County, Jessica Cha, KVUE News.
Well, KVUE obtained air traffic control audio from last night, and you can hear controllers lost the plane's signal at around 11 p.m. and asked other pilots to help them figure out what happened. Listen to this.
He started to move erratically, and now his track has disappeared from the scope. So we want to make sure everything's all right with him. Do you have any way of getting in contact with him?
Roger that. I'm going to land, and I'm going to give him a call and check on the flight radar again.
Could you just take a listen? You're about 3 miles from where we've lost an aircraft. We want to know if there's an ELT in that area.
Yeah, it's a strong ELT for American 691.
You have a strong ELT in that area? Okay, American 691. Thank you.
The letters ELT that you heard mentioned in the air traffic control audio refers to the plane's emergency locator transmitter. Those tools act as a distress signal and can be triggered by a flight crew, or it can be automatically triggered by an impact. As we learn more about this crash and what led up to it, we will bring you updates.